Budapest is a city that will satisfy all of your desires. If you seek an exciting nightlife that lasts for days, Budapest might be your new favorite city. Budapest is unlike any other European city. It's famous for its hot baths, derelict taverns, and world-class street food. It's a city that captures the hearts of those who visit, and once you've been, you'll understand why. From taking in 360-degree views from the Liberty Statue to taking a thermal bath in Budapest, here are 10 best, hidden, interesting, and unusual things to see and do in Budapest. So let's dig right in. Number 10. Take in 360-degree views from Liberty Statue. Do you want to see one of the nicest views in Budapest? Then you'll love the Liberty Statue's 360-degree panoramic views. This is one of the best Budapest attractions since the Liberty Statue is placed high on top of Gellert Hill, where you can see the entire city below. The statue itself is an outstanding monument that was created in 1947 to honor all soldiers who died fighting in the Second World War. Visit while the sun is about to set for vivid views of the skyline before the city lights up magnificently at night. Bring your camera because this is a photographer's paradise. Number 9. Escape the city with a visit to Margaret Island. If you're trying to get away from the city, Margaret Island is one of the best places to visit in Budapest. Margaret Island offers a variety of activities. You can rent a bicycle or golf cart and ride across the length of the island, climb the water tower for panoramic views of the city, or stroll around the various public gardens. The best part is that Margaret Island has its own set of thermal bathing pools. The Palatinus Baths is an open-air swimming pool supplied by thermal hot springs. Slides, plunge pools, and fountains are all available. Furthermore, the baths are open all year. Number 8. Brave the terrifying corridors of the House of Terror. Budapest was subjected to many decades of fascist and then communist control in the 20th century, and the people suffered greatly under the reign of totalitarian regimes. While little of this often grim history is visible in the streets itself, you can explore more by visiting the scary House of Terror. This isn't your typical haunted house or theme park-style house of horrors. This museum focuses on the history of Hungary's secret police. It also serves as a memorial to the many victims of fascism and communism. The House of Terror takes you through the horrors of World War II and then into the frequently dismal days that followed until Hungary became a democracy in 1989. You'll witness imitation prison cells, a Russian T-34 tank, and photos and portraits of those who perished fighting either the fascist or communist regimes. Number 7. Shop for souvenirs at the Central Market Hall. Here is where you will find the widest range of authentic Hungarian souvenirs to bring home with you. The Central Market Hall, also known as the Great Market Hall, was constructed in 1897 and is the city's largest market hall. Yes, there are more than one. Stalls on 3 floors sell everything from fresh fruit to tourist souvenirs. The market has everything you might desire and more, from paprika spice packets to Hungarian pottery. Number 6. Visit Castle Hill. Castle Hill has been the site of royal castles since at least 1265 AD, when it was built to control the Danube River and the flat plains below. The medieval castle was destroyed during the never-ending conflicts between Hungary and the Ottoman Empire, and the massive Baroque-style palace you see today was built in the 18th century. It was then destroyed during World War II before being reconstructed. On top of the hill, you'll find a turbulent history, yet now, the area around this UNESCO World Heritage Site is tranquil and peaceful. You can take a guided tour of the palace or a walking tour of the neighboring castle quarter, which includes iconic sites like Fisherman's Bastion and Matthias Church, as well as formal traditions such as the changing of the guard. Number 5. Ride the world's second oldest metro system. The Budapest Metro is a quick transit system that can take you practically anywhere in the city, particularly when combined with the city's characteristic yellow trams above ground. But this isn't your average metro system. In fact, you'll be pleased to learn that a ride on the Budapest Metro is an experience in and of itself, as it is the world's second oldest subterranean metro. The London Underground is the world's oldest, dating back to 1863. Europe took its time catching up, with Budapest opening its first underground route in 1896. Line 1 was, of course, the first to open, and it is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its historical significance to the city. Number 4. Eat and drink at Budapest Christmas markets. Budapest is a beautiful city to visit at any time of year. but things are significantly different in the winter than they are in the summer. Wrap up warmly because Budapest may get cold, but there will be plenty of opportunities to warm up, such as steamy bowls of goulash. Budapest's quay squares are brimming with holiday cheer during the winter season, when market stalls flood the sidewalks and impromptu concerts and carol-singing activities fill the city with song. You'll enjoy eating all of the traditional food and drink available at this time of year because Hungarian winter food is robust and served boiling hot. Traditional markets can be found all around the city, from Andrassy Avenue to Castle Hill. You may be certain that there will be plenty of good mementos that will make terrific gifts back home. Number 3. Admire the elegant architecture along Andrassy Avenue. Andrassy Avenue is one of Budapest's longest, most elegant, and most famous boulevards, and you'll enjoy strolling from one end to the other, admiring the stunning architecture and soaking in the history. Andrassy Avenue is located on the Pest side of the river and was intended to be a central street lined with spectacular neoclassical buildings. Andrassy Avenue, which opened in the 1870s, is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site because its architecture is so crucial to the city's image. Number 2. Take a tour through Hungary's beautiful Parliament building. Budapest's majestic Parliament building is impossible to overlook. The red dome and red roof of the Hungarian Parliament building, which stands towering on the Pest side of the Danube, are easily recognizable from practically any skyline shot of the city. The Hungarian Parliament building is a well-known landmark. Once you've found the entrance to this massive structure, you may learn more about its history and inner workings by taking a tour. You'll find out how the Hungarian Parliament building was the city's tallest building when it debuted in 1902. The building's architecture is a contrasted blend of Gothic and Renaissance revival, and Hungary's National Assembly only ever meets in the lower house, leaving the upper house for conferences, meetings, and festivities. Number 1. Take a bath in Budapest. Taking a bath should be at the top of any Budapest bucket list. No, we're not talking about your hotel room, but rather one of the city's many classic thermal baths. Budapest is built above hot springs, and the city has a long history of bathing dating back to the Romans. The Ottoman Empire elevated bathing to an art form, and the oldest baths still open to the public are the Turkish-style curly baths, which date back to 1565. There are other spa options to pick, but if this is your first visit to Budapest, one of the greatest things to do is spend the day at Széchenyi Medicinal Bath. These are Budapest's largest public baths, located in City Park. There are 3 massive outdoor pools encircled by a beautifully colored Baroque palace, as well as 15 stunning indoor pools. Except for the ice-cold plunge pools, which you can brave in between sauna and steam room sessions, everything is heated. If you want to avoid the throng, you can arrange a session at the Lukatz baths instead. So, what are your plans for your trip to Budapest? Let us know in the comment section down. That's all for this video. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notifications if you want to receive more videos like this. Until then, travel and see more.